of Mental Health Awareness Month, local nonprofit Salud is hosting a series of events dedicated to normalizing conversations around the topics of mental health and wellness.
Co-founder Dr. Richard Camacho joins us now to share more. And thank you for coming in. Ricardo Camacho. Salud was started to kind of normalize these conversations. What have you seen as a result of the work you've been doing?
People are healing. People are talking about mental health in ways that actually work for us, in ways that we feel comfortable with. Sometimes we feel with the topic that we're not, finding ways to even find where to talk about the topic, right? Whether it's with loved ones or where do we even have it, in a coffee shop, at home. And I think what's the most beautiful thing as we've been doing events across the city of Chicago is that, you have to find different approaches for everyone. So it's been nice to see that since we've started.
And I imagine with you helping the people you're helping, that is helping generations of their families. So the young people are saying, okay, that's okay, so it's just normal off the bat.
Of course, me being a school psychologist, I'm seeing it with our youth, I'm seeing it with my parents, and across like just generations, just seeing how if maybe we don't have the words to describe how we're feeling or maybe how to advocate and support one another, at least we're seeing that I think we're past the awareness and ready to take action and support one another.
Was there something in particular that motivated you to start Salud?
Of course, I constantly had conversations with students, with families, and letting them know like how this is an everyday experience that we have, right? Sometimes we think mental health, it's only when we're at a crisis, but honestly, it's how we wake up feeling, how we're connecting with one another, relationships with, our loved ones. And I think, I wanted to just bring us all together. And me being, a psychologist, I was like, why not?
Yeah.
So,
why not?
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? We're looking at some video of one of your last events. What are actually happening at the events?
We're having conversations. So we're actually modeling what, these conversations can look like for you, whether in an intimate approach and like this, how we can actually come together through community. We filled up the venue with over 100 people. And when do you usually see that? When the topic with mental health, right? We usually think about one-on-one, more in the individual approach. And like this, we can say like, hey, you can have the conversation anywhere you like.
Mostly young people? Were there some older people sprinkled in there?
It's one of the most surprising things I've seen since we started this work. It's like you see all identities, you see all ages, you see every representation you can think of. And I think that's the goal, right? Because if you're acknowledging how everyone has experiences that sometimes we feel alone in, you'll be surprised that even the person next to you is facing the same thing, for example.
Well, and I think some of the older generations too, they're like, well, that's not for me. They're just words, like kind of thing. But I feel like those are some of the people that probably need more help.
Yeah, and that's why, I love to kind of just talk about what we're doing here in May. We're all the way from book clubs to Mom's Brunch, for example. We're having another conversation back to the same venue you saw on the screen. We're doing a rooftop gala, for example. So, hey, if you're more of a social person, if you're more of a sit down, I want to talk with you over some coffee, I think that's the goal, right? Yeah. Regardless of the approach, at least we're having that conversation.
I love that.
And what would you say is a good time to bring up these kind of conversations? Is it, in the breakfast in the morning time when you get your day started, before you go to bed at night? I mean, when is a good time to start these conversations?
You know what? Whatever works for you. For example, me being a new father, I want to model to my son is that, hey, if you have to tell me something or you're experiencing something for the first time, hey, I'm available for you anytime of the day, right? And I think, remembering how I grew up, usually that wasn't really there. Maybe I had to wait to maybe dinner and maybe mom was working, late that night and I didn't have a chance to talk with her. But just knowing that, like, I'm modeling that so, like, you can know, like, hey, doesn't matter what time, what day, at least I'm here with you. And hopefully, everyone can do that and approach it in their own way.
Well, since you were in school and you're talking about being a parent, how do you get that out of teenagers when you get one-word answers out of them?
Yeah, you know what? Show up.
Okay.
Constantly show up, letting them know that you're there for them. An acronym that I use is ASK. So A being acknowledge, and knowing that if you want people to know that you're there to help them, hey, you're there, right?
Right.
S being support, how does that support look like for them? And then K, keep in touch. Letting them know that, hey, maybe that first time you talk with them, maybe not much will be shared, but maybe the second time or the third time, right? So just being present and available and accessible as well.
That's
all
really
right, so you got a number of events going on, some of them sold out, some of them still available. How can people get involved, either volunteering or seeking the service or just even supporting what you're doing at Salud?
Check us out. We have a series of events. For example, a Mother's Day brunch is this Saturday. Saturday within the South Lawndale, Pilsen area. We'll be working with Blue Cross Blue Shield, for example. Our Mental Health Action Day will be in the Pilsen area as well. It'll be a community talk. Our gala fundraiser, bringing together a community to know, like, hey, we can celebrate about mental health too while raising funds. And then Juntas, which is an all-women's effort we started with in Salud to let people know that, hey, you can also have safe spaces as well. So if you want to learn more, of course, visit our website at saludchicago.com. And of course, if you want to see those videos that you were seeing on the screen, we're also on Instagram at Salud Chicago.
Fantastic.
All right, Dr. Ricardo, thank you so much, and best
course.
of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate it.